Well, day and a half of travel, we're finally here. Got into Islamabad this morning. Unfortunately, Eric and my rifle didn't show up. Got one of WTA's good clients, young, but he's a great client. Mackenzie Sims is here. His rifle did show up. He's going to take off in a couple hours, head south to Karachi, and then it's a couple-hour drive. He's going to hunt Blandford and Sindh there. Eric and I are just going to hang out, see what happened to our guns. Hopefully they're in Istanbul, but I got a bad feeling they're stuck in Chicago, so it's going to be a couple of days till they probably get here. We'll just have to wait and see. We don't know where our guns are still, but we decided to keep pressing on because 3 days we have to head up to Gilgit for blue sheep and Himalayan ibex, and there's really no adjusting that schedule. So we couldn't really afford to wait very much longer. So I'm going to borrow one of the guys' rifles here, head out in the morning for Punjab Urial. Got a couple days to do that before we head back to Islamabad. Got our travel team trying to track down with Turkish Air exactly where our rifles are. Hopefully when we get back there they'll be waiting for us. Fingers crossed. Well, we caught up with a good night of sleep, ready to go out after Punjab this morning. Guns didn't come in, so we came into the area here, which is about 4 hours north of Islamabad. We've got 3 different guns that they have. We're going to just try, see which one feels the best this morning, then continue on with the hunt here. We've got a couple of days to hunt before we've got to bounce back to Islamabad, catch a flight up to Gilgit to go after blue sheep and Himalayan ibex. The blue sheeps are #1 on this trip. This Punjab's kind of last minute, had a few extra tags, and it just worked out good. And there's a cool conservation story to tell here. That'll be the main part of it. But we're gonna go out and check guns right now. Hopefully we get one that's hitting pretty good, and we'll use that for the Punjab hunt. So what the Uriels do is at night they go down and graze in the farmland, same place as their cattle. At the night, during the day, they come up into the hills here. This time of year, it's early March. All the rams are banded together, and all the ewes are banded together. So once you find one group of rams, you pretty much found them for the area, which just looks like what we got on the other side here. It's early, but it's warm. So it could get up to about 80 today. Already got a sweat, and it's about 7:45. So the camera is ready, huh? You ready to rock and roll? Yeah. We're gonna shoot from right here. Where are they at? Are they coming down this way? Okay. They are in the valley, okay? Set up over here, and there was a group of ewes with one smaller ram in it. We thought the band of rams was going to come the same way, and then all of a sudden, one of the spotters caught them on the backside of this mountain. They actually cut down through the croplands and popped up on the other side over there, and there are 4 good rams, one that's significantly bigger than the other ones, but
where he crossed, he was about 500 to 600 yards, and with this, not having my gun in this setup, it was just too far. So we're seeing where they pop out on the other side, and then we'll make a plan, just depending. But something booging on the other side, not quite sure what it is. Where the Punjab are here, it's a completely unique area. It's kind of like mule deer in Colorado almost. So during the day, they head up into the hills to get away from all the people, but at night they come down here and they eat out of the same pasture fields that all the cows are in. So there's kind of a conflict between the people and the sheep. So the community project that's going on here is really the only reason that they're still successful and not killed out, which is pretty cool. We're just trying to find which nook and cranny they're in during the day right now.
When there is rain,
Yeah, he's small.
Right now we are discussing the livestock problem over here, which comes in direct competition with the wild Punjab Urial Sheep. And they're telling me there are around 2,000 goats.
In this valley?
Not in this valley, just this part of the mountain.
Oh, wow.
Which has really forced the animal to come closer to the villages.
Uh-huh.
So this is a real nuisance for us. And now we are going to talk to the forest department whether or not they've issued NOCs for these shepherds. Otherwise, we're going to drive them away from here.
Gotcha. Because the goats are more powering than the Uriel, and they just keep pushing them, which is crazy.
That's grazing competition.
Yeah.
See, the food is scarce. That's why if the Uriel is not, they eat the same grass, the same vegetation. So if 2,000 of them are over there, where the hell would Uriel go there?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the problem they're telling me. And now we're going to talk to the forest officer, because most of these guys, they come without NOCs. They don't have the permissions
to come in here. They just wander in and out.
They just wander. They just put their tents in the mountains, hide themselves, and let their livestock graze in the valleys.
Okay.
So that's a real threat for the wildlife. So we're going to fix that.
Okay.
पूरा चेक कर लो एक मिनट सही से ट्रॉफी पर ठीक है ट्रॉफी ठीक मर्जी करो दूसरे भी इशारे
You want him, Greg?
Okay,
Take him.
अच्छी ट्रॉफी
Mark, back off just a little bit. I can see him, Mark. That's good, because I can't. I can just see his head, though. I'm happy with you.
You can just warm up a little because that's stunning.
Okay, I'll get you see him. He's broadside. He's
Man, third one is really good. Third one is really good.
Third one looks bigger. He's definitely got more mass. I just can't see him from here. You want him?
Yeah, I want him.
All right, you guys ready? Ready, Grant? Grant.
Yes, quiet.
Shot?
It looked like a good shot. He just ducked down underneath. If anything, it was a tad low, but it looked good. He didn't pop out. We saw another one come out afterwards, and I think he's right down on the other side. Tough not using your own gun and using this thing with a scope that goes to 9 power, and you start reaching out that far. Crosshair covers up his whole body. Definitely not ideal by any stretch of the imagination, but sometimes you got to use what you got and give it just a few minutes, and it'll probably take us 15 to walk over there, and hopefully he's laying right on the other side.
Yeah.
walking up on it. The ram's right up here. And tradition in Pakistan is guys have already come and cut the neck to let it bleed out. It's sort of a sign for Allah, but then it keeps the meat good. So it'll come up and the neck's already cut, but it's a good ram, you can tell right here.
Perfect. Good shot.
Thank you.
Oh, perfect.
How old do you think he is?
I think it's 12.
12 years old?
12, yeah. 12 and a half. You can see, you know?
Oh yeah.
And even the jaw, the teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Really agile teeth.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I came
And
for.
even the beard is gone.
Yeah.
So that's another sign of the
Of age?
aging animal.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Yeah, perfect. Well, we just completed a successful hunt in the Western Jhelum CBO, which CBO is community-based organization. This is the largest area in the Punjab area, and this kind of shows the success. We've seen probably about 20 rams today, and without the community-based organization, the Punjab would basically be extinct from this area. This is just one of those things where conservation's kept this amazing species alive, and it's the hard work from these guys here that made it all possible. It's another one of those opportunities where you get to see how passionate people in international locations, especially here in Pakistan. I mean, there are 20 people here. We just brought the Punjab out and by the area. Everybody's passionate. We're doing the weight and measurements for the community area because they track every uriel that's taken out of here just to kind of show how it's working. But there's 20 people that are working on conservation right now that in the U.S. you wouldn't even think that it's happening here, but it does every day. This is the reason why they're Punjab in this area, because of these people right here. Can you just give a brief explanation of the community-based organization and what it's done for the community?
Yeah, community-based program is a real success story in Pakistan. It was started in the year 2006 in this region of Punjab, and especially for Punjab Urial. And because of overhunting, and this Van Urial basically got extinct. And because of the community participation, and the entire concept is that the community gets involved. They conserve it, they protect it from illegal poaching, and then trophy hunting takes place of the old animals as we did today. And the proceeds, whatever comes for the trophy hunting, project like these are funded, which are required by, which is the requirement and the demand of the community. This dam was specifically built for the livestock, and also for irrigation, for small-scale cropping in the adjoining areas. So
And was this just an underground water source that you dammed up, or was it coming through?
No, this is coming through, and this is the rainwater, which was in.
So it just
Yeah.
Is there a rainy season in this area?
Because previously in the last month we had a couple of good rain, and the primary source of this water is rainwater.
This is kind of a tradition after the hunt is to come to the guard's house and kind of have a celebratory tea. So that's what we're doing right now. It'd be very impolite if we passed on this, but kind of a cool part of the trip. Shows how many people are involved here. I'll follow you.
Yeah. Please come. So Mr. Mudassir, welcome. You met him before. He is the area director. He is basically looks after two districts, Jhelum and Chakwal. And this post was built a few years back because it is built in the heart of this Punjab Urial area. And because to stop illegal hunting and poaching, so the department thought of making a post right in the middle of the area. And these are 4 different hut sites. Each hut will have a separate washroom and a separate, a privacy in the sense that nobody's sitting in front of this hut will be bothering
The one over there?
That person. So we have overall capacity of 16 beds. So 16 hunters at one point in time can stay in this bush camp. So if the hunters come here, they still they should feel the environment should be the bush camp, yet at least 4-star facilities.
Yeah.
One of the cool things you never even thought happened in Pakistan was they had programs like this, like the CBO made all this possible, and it's employing all these people. Think this stuff in Africa, you don't think of it in Pakistan, but conservation is the reason that I was able to hunt that Punjab today. It's cool to see like this, and this is the story that needs to get told from when people come over here, and this isn't the story. So I'm hoping we can do something with this.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.